Good Wednesday, everyone, and welcome to this edition of Conversations Daily News. I'm your host, Cyrus Webb. Glad you all could join us once again. We, of course, have your news headlines coming up in this update. We have the Truth of the Day with Mary Ellen Ciganovich, and today, in an Entertainment Spotlight, you being part of my conversation with singer and songwriter Derek Jones. Enjoy today's broadcast. For Conversations Daily News, I'm Cyrus Webb with your Wednesday headlines. In national news, Roberts accuses Supreme Court justices of turning judges into advice columnists. For the first time in his nearly 16 years on the Supreme Court, Chief Justice John Roberts has filed a solo dissent. In it, he bluntly accused his colleagues of a radical expansion of the court's jurisdiction. At issue was a case brought by two college students at a Georgia college who were repeatedly blocked from making religious speeches and distributing religious literature on campus. They sued the college, claiming a violation of the First Amendment free speech rights. The college soon caved, agreeing to abandon the challenge policies and pay the students legal fees. But when the students sought to continue their case on the grounds that they had asked for nominal damages, the lower courts dismissed the case as moot. The dismissal meant that while the students ultimately got everything they asked for, the case did not stand as a precedent. It was not a marker in the law that would hold other colleges similarly accountable. Now, however, the Supreme Court has ruled otherwise. In an 8-1 vote, it declared that because the students had also asked for nominal damages of $1, the case was not moot, and they could go back to court seeking a formal judicial ruling in their favor. Nominal damages are not a consolation prize, Justice Clarence Thomas wrote for the court majority. Despite being small, nominal damages are certainly concrete. A person who is awarded nominal damages receives relief on the merits of his claim. In his dissent, Roberts noted that there are just a few problems with the students' desire to continue their lawsuit. The challenge restrictions no longer exist, he said, and the students have not alleged actual damages. The case, he added, is therefore moot because there was no live pending legal question. In more national news, jury selection begins in trial of ex-cop in Floyd's death. Jury selection in the trial of a former Minneapolis police officer charged in George Floyd's death began on Tuesday with the first potential juror excused after she revealed during questioning that she thought the way the officer acted was not fair. The defense attorney noted that the woman said on her questionnaire that she wanted to be on the jury to give my opinion on the unjust death of George Floyd. Potential jurors must show they can set aside their opinions on the case and view the evidence fairly. The woman said she would be willing to change her mind if she saw evidence from a different perspective, but the attorney used one of his 15 challenges to dismiss her without providing a reason. Chauvin is charged with second-degree murder and manslaughter in Floyd's death, and jury selection is proceeding despite uncertainty over whether a third-degree murder charge will be added. The state has asked the Minnesota Court of Appeals to stop proceedings until that's resolved, which could mean delay of weeks or months. In more national news, COVID bill to deliver big health insurance savings for many. Several million people stand to save hundreds of dollars in health insurance costs or more under the coronavirus relief legislation on track to pass Congress. Winners include those covered by Obamacare or just now signing up, self-employed people who buy their own insurance and don't currently get federal help, laid-off workers struggling to retain employee coverage, and most anyone collecting unemployment. Also, potentially many more could benefit if about a dozen states accept a Medicaid deal in the legislation. Taken all together, the components of the coronavirus bill represent the biggest expansion of federal help for health insurance since the Obama-era Affordable Care Act more than 10 years ago. In more national news, new Associated Press NLRC poll says many in U.S. still face COVID-19 financial loss. Roughly 4 in 10 Americans say they're still feeling the financial impact of the loss of a job or income within their household as the economic recovery remains uneven 1 year into the coronavirus pandemic. A new poll by the Associated Press NLRC Center for Public Affairs Research provides further evidence that the pandemic has been devastating for some Americans while leaving others virtually unscathed or even in better shape, at least when it comes to their finances. The outcome often depended on the type of job of a person and their income level before the pandemic. And finally, in entertainment news, Queen Latifah's The Equalizer renewed for Season 2 at CBS. Queen Latifah's The Equalizer will live to see another season at CBS as the network announced a renewal of its recently launched series. Debuting directly after the Super Bowl in February, The Equalizer has only aired 4 episodes, and already it's joining CBS's early renewals, among which include The Neighborhood. The Equalizer has proven more than equal to the task of engaging viewers and racking up wins on Sunday night, said CBS Entertainment President Kelly Call in a statement to the press. We're extremely proud to see this outstanding broadcast drama, led by Queen Latifah, punch through the competitive landscape and return for a second season. Cyrus Webb, Conversations Daily News. It's now time for the Truth of the Day with Mary Ellen Ciganovich. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Mary Ellen with your Truth of the Day. Willingly accept compliments. Many people find it difficult to accept compliments, yet easy to believe criticism. Sincere compliments are gifts of praise and should be received willingly. There is no reason not to accept the gift of a kind word. The next time someone pays you a compliment, try visualizing the positive energy being sent to you. Being grateful returns this positive energy to the giver. When you reject a person's compliment, instead of a beautiful exchange of energy, an awkward, uncomfortable, negative experience is created. Compliments are rejected, usually, due to a person's lack of self-esteem. Believe good things about yourself. Try giving yourself compliments in the mirror. Notice how this makes you feel. Being sure to smile. Now try giving sincere compliments to others. Realize how great you feel when you see another person's face light up and how differently you feel when your gift is rejected. Today, make a choice to fully accept compliments. And as always, enjoy the day.
Derek Jones is featured in today's Entertainment Spotlight, right here on Conversations Daily News. For Conversations Daily News, I'm Cyrus Webb with the Entertainment Spotlight. Singer and songwriter Derek Jones joined me recently on Conversations Live, the radio show, to talk about his musical journey and what it's been like for him to be true to himself along the way. Here's a bit of our conversation. I want to talk about, though, how you're beginning this year. I mean, you kind of ended 2020, with, of course, giving us a teaser to Last of a Dying Breed with Everybody's Somebody. What has it been like for you, Derek, to see the way that people are enjoying not just the music, but also the story behind the music?
Right. So you just said it right there. That's the most important part to me. Like, whenever I'm recording or writing a song, I want it to be a story. I always say, I'm on stage, I'm not singing a song, I'm telling a story, and I want people to believe it. And when I see the reaction that I get, like with Everybody's Somebody, that tells me that I must be doing something right, because people are listening to it, people are downloading it, people are streaming it. And it's very important to me to just be honest with myself as an artist. And it's also very important that I sing the truth. I'll never sing and write about stuff that I don't know about. And I think that's why I have kind of the following that I have, is people know who I am, they know what I stand for, and I stay connected with them, and I try and be personable.
How did you get to a place in your life, Derek, where you said, you know what, if you're going to do this, you have to do it authentically?
Right. I would say, honestly, I was raised to always stand up for the things that I believe in. I was raised to have a backbone and defend anything that might go against me, or the things that I think are wrong. I will stand up and I will say something. And I also think a lot of that came from the military as well. The military taught me to stand tall and stand proud and walk with your chin up. And I think that had a huge part of who I am today, and that bleeds over into my music as well. I try to be the man that God wants me to be. Cyrus Webb, Conversations Daily News. We thank you all for tuning in to this edition of Conversations Daily News. We'll be back with you guys on tomorrow with more news, Truth of the Day with Mary Ellen Ciganovich, and of course your Entertainment Spotlight. Until then, I'm your host, Cyrus Webb, saying as always, enjoy your day, enjoy your life, enjoy your world. Thank you all for choosing Conversations Daily News today. Let's make it a great one.